going to study CPM, critical path method. This is the topic of your unit 5 of operation research subject. This is the question of the critical path. In the university, you will get this type of question, like you will have the column of activity, then predecessors, and then duration. We have to make the critical path of this question by using this question. Here you can see that there is an activity from A to N, then there is a predecessors in front of every activity, and then there is a duration in front of the every activity. So let's start the question, that how we can solve this question. As we have to first make the critical path. So how we will make the critical path, let's see. As you can see in the question A, B, C, there is no predecessors. So it is a free activity. The activity which don't have any predecessors, which is called free activity. So first of all, we start with the node 1. This is called nodes. It will contain 3 activity, that is A, B and C. A activity node is 2, B activity 3 and C activity 4. Then there is a activity you can see in the question D. In D, the predecessor is B. But what we have to see that for the D is used in any predecessors or not. As we can see that in the question, for the D is combined with the C. The activity predecessors which are combined, we will make a column of box of that, so that to highlight that, to remember in the while doing the question. So just as you can see that I have made the boxes of the predecessors which are combined with the activities. C and D here are combined, here C and D are combined, here FGH combined, here FGH combined, here J and K combined. So D is combined with the C and D is started with the B. So what we will do, that we will start the D activity from B node and combine it with the C, as we need to need for the C and D combined to start H. See here, we will start the D from 3, as 3 is the node of the B, and we will take it D to the 4, that is the node of the C. Okay, so this is the node D activity. Now we have completed A, B, C and D. Now we will start with the activity E. As you can see that E started with A, and else E is required to start J in the further question, but it is not, it is a single, not combined with anyone. So we can start E with second node, that is the node of the A, and that node, the node of E will be now 5. Then come to the F. F is started with the A and it is combined with G and H, but G and H will come further later on. So F is free right now. So we will start F from A node and make a arrow, but now right, and make a node of F, that is 6. Then comes here, then you can see here G is starting with the B and combining with the F in further question. So we will start G with the B node and combine with the node of the F, that is G. Then you can see H is starting with the combined node of C and D, and further it is combining with the FGH. So we will start H from the node that is combining C and D, that is 4, and combined it with the FGH, that is node 6. So it is H. We have completed till H. Now we will come to I. I is coming from the C and D combined node. Further it is a single event, so it is not combined with anything. So we will make I with the combined node of C and D, that is 4, and we will start I, and this it end here 7 node. Then J, we will make every other activity in the similar manner. J is starting with the E, so we will start J with the E and the node is 8. Then K is starting with the FGH and it is combining with the J. So we have to combine the K node with the J node, starting with the FGH. FGH is the node combined of FGH is this 6. So we start K with FGH node, as you can see, as you have seen in the question. K is starting from the combined node of FGH and it is going combined with the J. So we will make it combined here with J, that is K. Okay. Now L is starting with the FGH. So we will start L with the FGH. L, that is 9. Then M. Now you can see that only two activities are left. M is starting with the I and N is starting with the combined node of J and K. So we will combine M and N with the L to end your path. So M is starting with the I. M will start with the I, that is 7th node, and combined with the 9, that is your end node, that is M. Then N will start with the combined node of J and K, and N will the end node, that is starting with the 8 and end with the 9, that is your N. So you have made the critical network. This network is called critical network. You will get the question in which first part is to make the critical network. This is how you will make the network. By taking every activity and predecessors, you will make the critical network. Now in bracket of the every activity, you have to write the duration, that is this duration mentioned here in front of every activity. You will mention it in the critical network. In front of it, as you can see, in front of it there is 2 duration, so you will mention in front of a 2. In front of B 5, in front of C 4. In the similar manner you will mention everywhere 5, 4. Then in front of D 5, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, 12 and 8. So as you have seen that I have mentioned the durations in which is mentioned in front of every activity in the critical network, in the bracket in front of every activity. So your first part has been done, that is making a critical network. The second part of the question is to find the critical path. How you will find the critical path? Now we will move on to this. As you can see, we have completed the critical network. So to find out the critical path, we will make a box in above of every node, dividing it into 2 parts. I will tell you what the box contains. First, let me make the box divided into 2 parts. In this box, what we have to find out? We have to find out the earliest start time, which is called ES, and the latest start time, that is called latest complete time, latest complete time, that is called LC. Okay, in the box, the above row will contain earliest start time, that is ES, and the below box will contain latest complete time, that is LC. How we will find out ES and LC? Let's see. First we will see ES. How to find out the ES? ES is also known as forward path and LC is known as backward path. So as ES is forward path, we have to start with the one node, and as latest complete time LC is backward path, we have to start with the end node. Okay, so let's concentrate first of all on earliest start time, that is forward path. We have to start it with the starting node. Starting node is 1. As you can see, at 1 there is no kind of duration required, so our earliest start time will be 0. Then we will move to the second node. Here to move on the second node we require 2 duration. So the earliest start time of the 2 node is 2. In the third node you can see that to move on the 3, we move on from the 1 to 3, we require the 5 minute. So the earliest start time of the 3 node is 5. Then we will move on the fourth node. In the fourth node you can see that there is two way to move on the fourth, from 1 to 4 and to 3 to 4. In earliest start time we see that if we have two way to move on any node, we take the maximum time. Like for an just see here, to move on the fourth node we can move from 1 to 4 and 3 to 4. If we move on from 1 to 4 we require the time 4 minute, but to move on from 3 to 4 we require the time of 5 plus 5, that is 10 minute. As to come on from the 3 to 4 you will move from 1 to 3 and then 3 to 4. So 1 to 3 you required 5 minutes, and from 3 to 4 you required 5 minutes, that is 5 plus 5, 10 minutes. You can see that from if you move from 1 node to the 4 node you required 4 minutes, and if you move from 3 to 4 you required 1 to 3 5 minutes, 3 to 4 5 minutes, that is 10 minutes. In earliest start time you take the maximum time which is required to move on the node. Here the maximum time required is 10. So the earliest start time of the fourth node is 10. Okay, then we will move to the fifth node. In fifth node there is only one direction to move, that is from 2 to 5. So we will add the time of 2 node, that is 2. Earliest start time of the 2 node, that is 2, and then the time required to move from 2 to 5, that is 7. 7 plus 2 9. So to time required to move on to 5 is 7 plus 2 9. Okay, then we will come to 6. Here to come on 6 node there is 3 way from where we can come to the 6. First is 2 to 6, then 3 to 6, and then 4 to 6. If you come from 2 to 6, the time required is 2 plus 3, that is 5 minutes. As you required time to move on to the 2 is 2 minutes, and then 2 to 6 is 3 minutes. So we will add 3 plus 2 5. So it is 5 minutes required to move from 2 to 6. Then we will come, if we come from the 3 to 6, we required 5 plus 3 8 minutes. As time required to move on to 3 is 5 minutes, and from 3 to 6 is 3 plus 5 is 8 minutes. Then we will come from 4 to 6. As time required to come to the 4 is 10 minutes, and from 4 to 6 we require 10 plus 6, that is 16 minutes. So the maximum time is 16. So the earliest start time of the 6 is 16. Then from 6 we will move on 7. There is only one way to move on to the 7, that is from 4 to 7. So 10 plus 2 12. So earliest start time of the 7 is 12. Then we will come to the 8. There is two way to come to the 8, that is from 5 to 8 and 6 to 8. From 5 to 8 if we come, we require the time, that is 9 plus 5, that is your 9 to 5, that is 14 minutes. Okay, then you will come from 6 to 8, that is the time required is 16 plus 4, that is your 20 minutes. Okay, the maximum time is 20, so we will take the earliest start time as 20. Then from to come on to the 9 we have 3 ways, that is 8 to 9, 6 to 9 and 7 to 9. If we come from the 8 to 9, the time required is 28, that is 20 plus 8 28. If we come from the 6 to 9, the time required is 16 plus 3, that is 19. Okay, if we come from the 7 to 9, that is 12 plus 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. The maximum time is 28. So the earliest start time of the 9 is 28. Now as you can see, we have found out the earliest time of all the nodes. Now we will find the latest complete time of all the nodes. Latest complete time is the backward path. So we will start from the end node. In the end node, the latest complete time is 28 only. we will write the same 28 only, as there is no further addition or subtraction in this. So the latest complete time of ninth node, and that is end node, is 28 only. Here we have to move from the end node to the first node. Now from moving from the backward to the front, we will subtract now the duration and we take the minimum duration. Let's see in the further question, you will understand then. Now if you move from 9 to 8, there is only one way to move from 9 to 8. So then you will subtract the duration, that is 28 minus 8, that is 20. So latest LC time of 8 is 20. Then you come to the 7. If you are coming to the 7, there is only one way, that is 9 to 7. So you will subtract 28 from 12, that is 16. So LC of your 7 is 16. Then you can come to the 6. Now there is two way to come to the 6, that is 8 to 6 and 9 to 6. If you are coming from the 8 to 6, then you have to subtract 20 from the 4, then you will get 16. And if you are coming 9 from 6, then you will subtract 28 minus 3, then you will get 25. Now you will take the minimum time. So the minimum time is 16, so your LC of 6 is 16. Fine. Now you come to the 5. There is only one way to come to the 5, that is 8 to 5. You subtract 20 from the 5, that is 15. So your LC of 5 is 15. Then you come to the 4. There is two way to come to the 4, that is 6 to 4 and 7 to 4. If you are coming from the 6 to 4, you will subtract 16 minus 6, that is 10. And if you are coming from 7 to 4, you will subtract 16 minus 2, that is 14. So the minimum time is 10. You will take the LC of 4 is 10. Then you will come to the 3. There now again to come to the 3, there is two way, 4 to 3 and 6 to 3. If you are coming from 4 to 3, you will subtract 10 minus 5, that is 5. And if you are coming 6 to 3, you will subtract 16 minus 3, that is 13. The minimum time is 5, so you will take the LC of 3 as 5. Then to coming to the 2, there again two ways, 5 to 2 and 6 to 2. If you are coming from 5 to 2, you will subtract 15 minus 7, then you will get the 8. And if you are coming from 6 to 2, your time will be 16 minus 3, that is 13. So the minimum is 8. So you will get the 8 here. Then from coming from the 1 to come to the 1, there is three way, that is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 and 4 to 1. If you are coming from 2 to 1, just remember, if when you come to the 1, you need 0 here. So you will see that the following ways through which you can come to the 1, in which way you will get the 0. As from coming from 2 to 1, you have to subtract 8 minus 2, that is 6. You are not getting 0. Then if you are coming from 3 to 1, 5 minus 5, you are getting 0. So this is the way through which we come to this 1. We will not take 4 now. We will not consider 4 now, as we have got the 0 in the 3 only. LC of 3 is 5 and the duration to come to the 3 to 1 is 5. So 5 minus 5, 0. Fine. Now if you get the 0 here from any of the way to which you can come to the starting node, that means you have made the ES, that is your earliest start time, and the LC, that is your latest complete time, correct. You have calculated ES and LC correctly. Now we have to find the critical path. So to finding the critical path, we see the nodes which having the same LC and same ES. As you can see that one is having say ES as 0 and LC is 0. So it is equal, ES is equals to LC. So we will start with the 1. Then starting from the 1, we will see at which node we can go which is having the same ES and LC. As you can see in 2, there is ES and LC is different, so we can't go to the 2. In 3, ES and LC is equal, so we can go to the 3. In 4, the ES and LC is equal, so we can go to the 4. So whether to go to the 3 or whether to go to the 4, but so we but from as we have number 3 after the 1, not the 4, so we will go to the 4 by crossing the 3. So from 1 we will go to the 3, and then from 3 we will go to the 4. If 3 is not if the LC and ES of 3 is not equal, then we can directly go to the 4. But as ES and LC of 3 is equal, and after 1 3 come and then 4 come, so we will go from 1 to 3 and then 3 to 4. Then 4, after 4 we will go to the C, where we are getting the equivalent. In 5 we are not getting any kind of we are not getting ES and LC equal, and as you can see there is no joining of 4 and 5, so we will not take 5. Then we can come to the 6. Here ES and LC is equal and 6 is joining with the 4, so we will take now 6. After 6 we will see to the 7. Now 7 is, or the LC and ES of 7 is not equal, and there is no joining of 6 and 7, so we are not going to the 7. Then we come to the 8. LC and ES of 8 is equal and 6 is joining with the 8, so we will go to the 8. Then 9, ES and LC is equal, and from 8 we can go to the 9, so we will go to the 9. This is your critical path. Now we will write the nodes activity which is on every node. That is from 1 to 3 the activity is B. From 3 to 4 the activity is D. From 4 to 6 the activity is H. From 6 to 8 activity is K, and from 8 to 9 the activity is N. And you will make the double path where you are getting the critical path to mention that you have got the critical path. Your critical path is 1 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and 8 to 9. This is your critical path. So the second part of your question is also completed. You have got the critical path. Now the third part is about your project completion time. So to calculate the project completion time, you will take the critical path, that is B to D. What you have got is as critical path is B to D, then H, K and N. Now you will write the duration of these critical path, the duration of these activities, that is the duration of B, as you can see, is 5. You can write it from the question also. As you can see, the duration of B is 5, duration of D is 5, duration of H is 6, duration of K is 4, and duration of N is 8. You will add these durations to get the project completion time, that is 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 8. You will get the answer as 28. As you can see in here at the end note, you are getting 28, and here by adding the critical path duration, you are getting project completion time as 28. That means you have done the question correct. Your end time and your end note and your project completion time should be same. So you have to take care of two things to know that whether you are doing the question correct or not. That is, while you are coming back from the backward path, your starting node should get latest complete time as 0 from any of the way which you are coming to the end node, first front node. That means you are doing the correct. And then after getting your critical path and adding your duration time, your project completion time and the LC and ES of your end node should be equal. So you are doing the correct question. Now your question is completed. You get the three things in your question, that is making the critical network, then finding critical path and project completion time. So you can now see that from the question we have made the critical network. From critical network, then we will find earliest start time and latest complete time. By that we get the critical path, and by getting the critical path and adding the duration of that critical path of those activities, we will get the project completion time. Thank you.